Hi, friends, and welcome to In the Weeds, the official CCL halftime show presented by Roll20. I'm Gilly, here with my friend Mascarade, tank player for simplicity. And we really we dressed up for the occasion, didn't we, Mascarade?
Yes, we did. Hello, Gilly.
Hello.
Thanks for having me.
Thank you for joining me. The first question I gotta ask is, tell me about the bathrobe, the story of the bathrobe.
I used to stream for gaming, a big French network, and I used to stream Hearthstone. And one day I just got lazy and just stream in my bathrobe, and people kind of like it. So I did the same in Heroes of the Storm, and I started to show up in events in bathrobe and shirtless underneath, of course. And people went crazy, and so it's stuck. And people are not happy if I'm not in bathrobe, like as they are not watching the stream. And now I have to do it. And it's even a sponsor now. I have sponsor on my bathrobe. I have my look at this shit.
That's amazing.
And actually, Michael Udall, like the owner of 30K, is owes me one bathrobe, 30K bathrobe. He shouldn't have benched me, but we'll get to that later.
Do you have a goal of having just a plethora, like a ton of bathrobes someday that you can, you'll have your dress bathrobe, your casual bathrobe? Is that a goal for you? Have you already achieved that?
I mean, I have 4 bathrobe for now. I don't have a certain number to achieve, but the biggest number possible, of course.
Of course, at least 5 with a 30K one. That's that minimum. Yep. That makes sense. Mascarade, how's CCL going for you so far?
Ups and downs, I guess. The initial draft was I kind of liked 30K, despite our 2 first losses. I think we could have make it work, especially with Mene as a coach. I actually went 3-0 in CCL after Mene came. So yeah, that was good, but I got swapped out somehow with simplicity. So yeah, I'm just. I mean, it's the format of the league. You get drafted. You don't have a choice as a player. You play where people pick you. So there's that.
And as you said, some ups and downs, and you did have the swap. So now you're learning new things with simplicity, right? Or you're trying to come together with them. Has it been an easy transition, or have you had to really work to learn those new synergies with simplicity?
We have to find a playstyle that suits us. So yeah, it will be okay, I guess. We have to make it work. We don't have a choice now.
That's very fair. But you've got a little bit of time. Obviously, we've got this week, the final week, and then we've got a little bit of time to get things figured out over the holidays before we come back for the playoffs. And you're playing with an entirely North American lineup with simplicity. What are some of the biggest differences that you've encountered in playing more with NA players in the NA region?
Well, NA players, they are not that different of Europe, maybe a bit on draft priorities and macro in general. They're just like Europe, but low cost, like leader price Europe. Some of the players are really good. In our team, we have Lutano. I mean, the rest of the players are okay, but Lutano stands out. I think it's undeniable. So he's Europe material for sure. The rest are okay, but I do think NA standard is lower than Europe.
Speaking of draft priority, we see a lot of Imperialus from you. Do you feel like he's stronger than most of other traditional, as you would say, tanks?
Not in the current meta with the triple melee, because they are very tanky, have a lot of CC, so you can get punished out of your spear. It's good to punish squishies because you can one-shot them most of the time. That's why I picked him a lot when it was double range and stuff like that. And it suited my playstyle at the time, and I kind of like to kill the people I catch. because sometimes when you play ETC or Anubarak or stuff like that, when you stun people, and if your DPS are not in the proper position, like he doesn't die, and it's frustrating. And with Imperialus, you don't know frustration. You have big schlong, that's it.
You guys, despite, as you're talking about, still trying to find your synergies, find your place together, your play style as a team, you did have a close set with Wildheart last weekend, and they are, sitting at the top of the standings. What are the big takeaways that you have from that series, and maybe the adjustments that you guys are making, if you can talk about those, post that set for your final series this weekend?
Well, we won 3 games. We won the draft 3 games out of the 5. So we threw one on Garden. Well, they were better, I guess. So I think drafting is fine. We are figuring out our playstyle, so that's good.
Yeah.
We just have to be more clean on our plays, I guess, and it will be okay.
Okay. Well, talking about that next match, you guys are playing versus Oxygen. They're another team that's toward the top. They have had a couple of losses. What are your thoughts going into that matchup this weekend?
Well, I think Oxygen got lucky the first week, so I feel pretty confident, and I'm coming to get Pablo Banana H Escobar down. So, did you ever see Banana H face?
No.
Yes, he has a mustache like Pablo. So that's his nickname. Maybe he do some shady stuff as well. I don't know, but that's what we call him in private.
Got it. Do you feel like Banana H is the best player in Oxygen? Why the call out there, or just because you're friends?
No, he's my friend. I mean, I don't even remember the other players. There's Red Robot as tank.
Yes.
Nazmas as solo.
Prisma and Madara as well.
Prisma and Madara. Yeah, I don't know a lot of NA player. I think they're fine. I mean, they won a lot of games. But I think we will beat them. We'll see.
All right. Well, good luck in that match. I got a couple more questions for you. You and I have talked a bit about the draft, and we did see tank players be a huge focus during the player draft. As a tank player yourself, do you feel like that priority was warranted? And I would love to know, just in your opinion, what you feel makes for the best tank players.
Well, I didn't get prioritized.
Prioritized?
That's the word. Prioritized. Yeah. Myself. I think I got picked up pretty late in the draft. So somehow, a lot of tank has been got picked early because I think people thought there was not a lot of good of tanks, but I do think no tanks know to play the game, myself included. I think every single tank on Europe and ENA are dog shit actually. We are lost. Like when I see other people playing, it tilts me. When I play, I tilt myself. So
okay.
I don't know. Like it's so strange to me. Like tanks are just doing stuff all around, dying, going 1v9. I don't know what. Well, I do that myself. I don't know why, but we suck. So actually, I think the best player, like overall best player, are DPS right now.
Okay.
So Lutano is really good in NA, but as Wops, Nick, even Dino are all DPS. Like it's hard to put the focus. Like I'm the most successful tank in Europe in over a year, and I do think I'm shit. So yeah, the other tank in Europe is Lober, obviously, but he's shit as well. So in NA, it's tough as well. So yeah, I don't think tank. I think tank are overrated.
Okay.
And now in the meta, you see triple bruiser and I don't know, Justin picking Stukov. I pick Zarya, like it's you can pick Breezer as a tank, so now you play the same role as the other players, like you have a multiple of Breezers, so it's fine. We don't have to play good. We play like the rest.
Well, you know, I love that you're self-critical and know that you've got some room for improvement. So
Yeah, that's for sure.
yes.
I mean, I'm not even main tank. Like people picking me at tank, but I only tank with washed up with our French. We are with our Europe team. But before that, I was DPS. Before that, I was melee. I think the game is you have 4 buttons. Like come on, like it's a child game. Like you can play every role. If you play only one role, it's not a fighting game when you have to learn combos and stuff on each and every heroes. Like you press buttons with 10 seconds cooldown. Like I think I'm not even a tank actually.
What's been the most challenging aspect of CCL for you personally so far?
Not tilting.
I love that. Do you want to go into that, or is that just like short and sweet?
Well, in general, about myself, about my teams, about the enemies. Like, I try to not cry in my bed at night. That's my goal for now.
Mm-hmm. Well, maybe if you get that 5th bathrobe, that'll really lift the spirits. You know,
yes.
30K, yeah.
Michael, send me the bathrobe. It's Christmas already. Come on, man.
Yeah, come on, Mike. Help our friend Mascarade out, please. I think that's about it from me, Mascarade. Do you have any shoutouts before we go?
Yes.
Okay.
I have shoutouts for my former and now competing teammates. Shoutouts to Pablo Banana Escobar. Shoutout to Big Nose Dequaza, the ladies man. Shoutouts to Azu Smilers in the chat, aka the Big Dennis, Dominique Samer, and Mene, the bald bastard. I don't know why.
And there you have it. Another In the Weeds, the official CCL halftime show presented by Roll20. Thank you so much for watching, and thank you, Mascarade, for joining me.
Yeah, no problem. I hope you don't regret interviewing me.